Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Weird World Podcast, Halloweeny Meanie.
Oh my God, it's getting
Mini
worse.
Halloweeny. Halloweeny Mini?
Yeah, just stop.
Anyway,
This is actual Halloween night.
It is.
We're going to upload this tonight.
Yes.
so listen to it tonight.
Yeah.
On Halloween.
On Halloween.
My name's Carrie.
Oh, I'm Jack.
I'm Dean.
And let's get it going, Dean.
Okay, we are going to do a weird bit about ghost, specifically about belief in ghost.
Okay.
Do you?
I reserve my judgment.
Oh, I'm asking the audience.
Oh,
You know, me too.
I've had some personal experiences, so yes.
Have you? We'll
Yeah.
have to delve into that. Interesting. Carrie's going, oh shit, I got to make shit up now.
No, I've probably told the story before on this
I bet you
podcast.
have. So if you do believe in ghosts, you are far from alone.
Well, none of us are alone because there's ghosts all around us.
That's good. That's meta. That's very good. According to a brand new YouGov survey of almost 10,000 Americans, 20% of respondents said that ghosts definitely exist. 25% said ghosts probably exist. 19% said probably not. 20% said definitely not. 16% did not know. That means that roughly about 45% to 40% in favor of ghost believers versus ghost non-believers. So ghosts are real to a lot of people. And by the way, we'll find out in a little bit, the number's actually going up. More people each year are believing in
Interesting.
ghosts.
That's kind of surprising. It should
Really?
be going down.
I'm not surprised. I would expect them to be going
Well, because isn't religiosity going down?
a little bit, but actually you'd be surprised that's not highly correlated.
I
was gonna
know.
say, yeah,
It
I don't
should be,
think-
though.
Why?
Because belief in the afterlife?
You don't need to be religious to believe in the
Yeah,
afterlife.
you don't. You just have to be not
Really?
want to die.
Yeah.
You want, honestly, that's
Or
an
believe in
emotional
like
decision.
spirits and energies. And
That's
that
true.
Kind of thing.
It
It's
could.
expanding.
Yeah. There are people that they believe it's just like a scientific thing, not
Yeah.
not
That we don't know
related
about
to
yet, yeah.
heaven or hell or
That's true. Well, let's look at some of these crosstabs, some of the subcategories. So YouGov actually had some demographics in their survey, and they showed that they did it by age, and young people were just a hair more. About 48% of young people 18 to 24 believed in ghosts, so just a little bit more. Really, there weren't that many differences across age. That surprised me. I expected to see it more among young people than older. Well, actually, almost like a barbell thing.
Yes.
More among young people because they're open to that, and more among older
Really
people
old
because they're
people.
going to die and
Yeah.
they don't want to be worm food.
that's what I would expect as well.
Yeah. But it was pretty close across all subgroups. Although their I don't have it in front of me, but their highest subgroup, I think it was 65 plus. I'm not sure. If they did it 85 plus, it'd be like 100%.
That's interesting.
Yes, no, for sure, Gus, for sure.
It's because they all have dead friends, so they've seen them all.
Yeah.
And they all have dementia.
That's my. Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Gender. Who do you think believes more in ghosts, men or women?
Women,
I would agree.
Women.
it's got to be the patriarchy's fault.
50 to 40%. Now I think it's the uterus hysteria, Carrie. I'm pretty sure we've established that. I thought we were clear on that.
I can't think of a good reason why that is.
I don't either. 50 to 40. It's not
No
a
clue.
gigantic difference, but it's
Yeah.
more than nothing. So women are more likely to believe in ghosts. Income. What do you think there?
Lower income.
More likely,
Yes.
Carrie?
Yeah,
Yes.
same.
Ha, I'm so smart.
37% of households or I guess people making $80,000 or more, which was their highest income category they did, were believed in ghosts. 50% of those making less than $40,000, the lowest category, believed in ghosts. So a pretty wide
Yeah.
discrepancy there.
Yeah.
And income is almost certainly a proxy for education in this sense. And I found some older surveys that showed that education was negatively correlated with beliefs in ghosts too.
Sure.
Belief in supernatural things more generally,
Yeah.
which I guess makes sense. I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if that does or not, to be honest.
I think it makes a little bit of sense.
A little bit.
Critical thinking.
Skepticism.
Yeah.
Elitist much, Carrie, with your critical thinking?
I just meant skepticism.
Yeah.
I don't know about
okay.
critical thinking.
Having an
You're on-
education
you're on your own
doesn't
limit with that one.
having an education doesn't have to be elite.
No, critical thinking. You're saying you're associating higher income with better critical thinking skills.
No, I'm associating education with critical
And-
thinking skills.
I'll buy that. Depends on where you got your education.
Because exactly.
Yeah, that's
If you went
true.
to Liberty University, probably a negative correlation. The region. How about region? Parts of the country. Again, I apologize for our non-American listeners. Almost all the data. I'll have a little bit at the very, very end with a couple of countries that aren't U.S., but
I don't know.
virtually all this data is from the U.S. So region in the United States, they had Midwest, South, West, and Northeast.
I would say South has the highest amount of believers.
I would agree with that, but I kind of think it would be fairly uniform.
So you guys are bagging
Across the
on
regions.
our friends in the South again, as
No.
you
No.
so often do. And
No, I'm trying to think of the regions that have the most lore around
Okay.
things.
But
like,
also the Northeast.
Okay.
Was that one? Wait, what was the region?
That was one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're real old over
yeah,
there.
I could see that.
Wow,
New England.
What's that all about?
Well, like, old buildings and old
Okay.
locations
I
tend
think
to have a lot
people
more.
are old. The average age there is 112.
Yeah, they're Germany. They have a declining.
No, it's
Age.
actually, oddly enough, the Midwest at 50% that has the highest belief in
Interesting.
ghosts.
Huh.
South is 45, right in the norm.
Really?
And then the West is a hair behind, and Northeast is the lowest at 41%.
Interesting.
What kind of shit? Maybe that's education.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Everyone
know.
over there is
Yeah.
going to college. What? I don't know.
All kinds of probably wrong generalizations here so far, just a few minutes. But yeah, it's the Midwest, which again is a little surprising because if religiosity is not highly correlated with it, I think people do think of the Midwest as a little more religious within U.S. regions.
Yeah.
The West is a little more
Catholic-y.
religious. Yeah, well, not just Catholic, but also
Midwest and the South, Bible Belt. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And they are the two highest. It's just not
Super high,
massive
yeah.
differences. Yeah.
You said West?
The West was the third,
41?
and then Northeast was the least
Interesting.
likely. Politics,
Oh, baby. You know them Republicans are more likely to believe in ghosts.
yes, but surprisingly close. Now we'll go one better than just belief in ghosts. 18% of Americans believe that they have actually seen a ghost. This is from a 2009, a little bit older study, but by the Pew Research Center, a very, very reputable survey outfit. So 18% of us believe they've seen a ghost, which actually, I don't know. I almost think that's a little low, don't you?
It does seem a little
I
bit
would
low.
think that more people have
Yeah.
stories and shit like that. Although, do they mean literally like they saw like
Grandpa
the
Joe.
form of an apparition?
Yeah, they've seen a ghost.
Or
Okay.
is it their interpretation of unexplained phenomena, which is what mine is?
What do you mean?
Like orbs? That kind of shit?
Yeah, like
Willow the Wisp?
there was something weird that happened, and so we just decided it was a ghost.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Probably.
there's a lot of potential for question wording and question ordering effects in
Yeah,
all of these
that's
data.
true.
Just keep that in mind. I'll point that out a couple of times as a matter of fact.
It's like, what exactly you mean?
Yeah. In this same survey, though, another 29% said that they have been in touch with a ghost.
Uh-oh.
So not seen, apparently, or maybe it wasn't clear if that 18% was part of that 29. I think
Yeah.
if they're separate questions, then they pretty much almost certainly were part of that 29%.
They should be.
They should be, yeah.
Yes.
Unless it was the same question, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see the question wording in this. So if there's separate questions like have you seen, yes or no, have you been in touch with? They shouldn't be. That's bad survey, but there's a lot of bad surveyors out there.
Yeah.
This is Pew, so they probably did it right, and they separated these questions. So 29% said they have been in touch with a ghost. So whether that means, seance or what.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Everyone, 29% of us think we're mediums.
Yeah, a lot of people think they're mediums now. Everybody's a little bit sensitive these days. Sensitive to the spiritual
spirit?
realm and that kind of nonsense.
That's true.
That kind of nonsense. Did I say that?
I'm
that
not.
kind of.
You're priming.
Yeah. A whopping 36% have been touched by an angel in the same.
What?
You're
I
joking.
made that one up, but probably. 1/3, this is real now. 1/3 believe in haunted houses, and a majority in this sample believe in life after death and the devil.
Do you believe in life after death?
We'll do a musical cue. A 2012 HuffPost poll found that 32% say ghosts can hurt living people.
Bitch, how? They say real mean things to us.
Oh, I mean, that implies physical contact,
Yeah.
That does, yeah.
which is totally first
Counter.
A, scary, B, completely unfair. There should be a rule. If we
Unfair.
can't touch you, you can't touch us.
Yeah, I
Fair is
can't
fair,
see
Ghost.
you. You can't see me.
No, I don't know about that one, but for the touch one, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And you see sometimes in horror movies where the ghost
Yeah.
can impact corporeal
Yeah.
things, but you.
But they have to work their way up to
Yeah,
it, and
the
they have to
caustic
try really
spark.
hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or like when they clap in The Conjuring, when that little ghost claps. I'm like, how you make that clap?
Yeah, well, we don't know.
Or there's a it's actually a really cute series. It's British, of course, about a big old haunted like country manor, and it has ghosts from throughout history from the house. But
Shakespeare?
no, no, yeah, there is one from Shakespearean
Nearly
times.
Headless Nick.
No, but they
real.
they all have different powers. So like one of them is able to push people, and
That's scary.
yeah,
Can people push him back or her?
I don't think so.
That's not fair.
I don't know.
That's not fair. That should not be allowed. There needs to be an official rule.
I know. And there's a whole bunch trapped. They're not trapped because I think they can go wherever they want, but they're in the basement because I think they were plague victims.
Is this just going to become Mama's
Is
TV
this
review
a TV
podcast?
review? Because Kara, you're jumping the gun. We're going to do that.
I don't even know the name of it, but it's super cute.
Not for this show.
House of
What's
Ghosts.
it called?
I don't know. I
She
just
just
said
said-
I don't
Oh, did you?
remember the name
Sorry.
of it.
By the way, in that 32% of ghosts can hurt people, again, we find that more women than men believe this. And actually, I guess believing in the same survey, more women than men also believe in ghosts, as YouGov agreed. And this they actually broke down by race in this, and they found that pretty significantly more Black Americans than white or Latino Americans believed in ghosts.
Huh. I would have put
50
Latino Americans up there
Why? Because of La Llorona?
because of Catholicism.
So you
It seems
associate
to be-
Catholicism with ghost belief?
A little bit because they, and Hispanic Americans, possibly have their background in Day of the Dead and all that kind of
true.
stuff. And
Yeah, I was going to say too, just anecdotally,
Yeah.
based off my own personal experiences, it seems like a culturally prevalent belief. but
yeah.
Apparently not.
Day of the Dead is more about ancestors than is literally ancestors. that
True.
connect as ghosts. It's more about appreciating.
It's
it and
not all
remembering.
Coco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there is a rich, ancient ghost lore in Africa and West
Yes,
Africa. So maybe
that's
that
true.
explains that of cultural handing down
Yeah.
among the Black American population, because it was something like 10 or 11% more than the other two racial groups that Black Americans believed in ghosts.
See, that surprises me.
It does too.
It
I always
doesn't
thought
really
that as
surprise
kind of a
me.
racist movie trope, not an actual belief based on data.
I haven't even noticed it as a movie trope.
Yeah, come on. Like old timey horror movies, they'd have the black character be like super scared or something stupid like that. It was terrible.
When
But
did
yeah,
she watch that?
That's true.
Yeah, I was watching any old timey horror movies.
Oh, you gotta watch them. Now let's move back to that belief in the devil. Right, we're
El Diablo.
branching out here a little bit. What else do we believe in? A 2019 YouGov survey found that 22% of us thought demons definitely existed, and 24% thought this was probably true. So that translates to 46%, nearly majority, believe, which is very, by the way, similar to ghost,
Yeah.
that demons are real.
Demons.
Yikes.
Well, that makes sense to me.
You know
Like,
what
if
I-
you believe in ghosts and shit, it tracks that you might have also a belief in demons.
Yeah.
I don't know
Although-
why. Why?
I would love to see a crosstab of that.
I think
of
that goes-
people who believe in demons versus people who believe in ghosts, and see if it. I think Jack's probably right. I think it probably tracks fairly well, fairly highly correlated.
It doesn't follow for me. I blame Supernatural.
Oh my God.
You blame Supernatural, the television
Yeah.
show? With Dean and Sam, the
Yeah.
Winchesters.
On the
Yeah.
belief of
Demons.
On the belief in demons.
Yeah.
Girl.
Carrie.
No.
Because
that's
there's so
just-
many demons on
Don't
that
nobody
show.
watch that show. So no.
Excuse me, you're both wrong.
You're the only one. You said yourself. You're the only one
I'm
left.
not the only one,
Yeah,
obviously.
you
I
and
bet at least
other
2.1
And
million.
Rachel.
You and
Yeah.
other like lesbians.
We like it. It's our show. Me and the lesbians.
The lesbians who ship them together.
Oh, yeah. Gross.
For different reasons, let me point out. So, an earlier survey by Baylor University, this is from way back in 2007, but it showed
Way
that
back.
22% agreed that demons probably existed, and 46% definitely. So, think
I love
that's
that.
68% now. That's
Yeah,
much higher in 2007 than it was in 2019 with the YouGov. that believe in demons.
Yeah.
It's a little surprising.
See, I could be persuaded that ghosts are real, but not demons
I think, yeah.
or the devil.
Well, that's interesting because it almost implies have ghosts replace demons to some extent anyway in
Yeah.
the popular consciousness. If demon belief is going down and ghost belief is going up, possible.
Maybe that has to do with the religiosity going down.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Maybe.
Demons are a
more
religious thing.
religiously affiliated.
Yeah.
For sure.
Charged.
I mean, I'm sure lots of not religious people still believe in demons.
I was going to say yes, that too.
Because they saw, they've seen
Supernatural.
terrible movies, or even more likely,
The Exorcist.
more recent movies than The Exorcist. Even Exorcist, yes, but even more recent.
remakes.
than that. Like all the various Exorcists.
Insidious and
Yeah.
whatever. Cruise.
Not Insidious.
It's not Insidious, actually. No.
Cruise Control.
No,
Cruise
yeah.
Control. And that great movie, Cruise
The
Control.
one that starts with a C. Conjuring.
Oh, the one
Conjuring.
that starts with a
That's
C.
right.
Conjuring.
Sure, I guess.
I'm
No,
sure
more
that
like,
was- yeah, you're way off. Stop doing movie references, Carrie. You're
The
just
Nun.
Not good at it. Yeah, like
The
that.
Nun.
Exactly. Or the exorcism
Annabelle.
of blah blah blah.
Emily Rose.
Emily Rose. That's it. Okay. See, Carrie. Let us do the movie references. Or I
No.
can't remember if she was
I-
here.
I
I've
stand
should
by my
probably-
Conjuring
I've
You
reference.
can
seen
do
some
the
of them.
English television references.
What were they conjuring then?
The Conjuring was Ghost. Oh no, The Conjuring was The Conjuring is kind of possession, but I don't know if was it demons?
I
What's
don't
the
know
one with
if I'd
that guy with the
classify it
red
as a
face? And
Guy with
That
the
was
red
Insidious.
Oh.
It's not a demon.
what was it then?
Like a spirit.
You sure
not
look like a demon to me.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Sure. Go for it,
Well,
Mom.
I
you know
think
what,
he was a
Carrie?
demon.
Okay,
You wanted to
can
be
go
a
ahead and do
demon.
movie references now.
Thanks.
Again.
You're a demon.
We are bad.
Mama's demons.
She is. There is perhaps not surprisingly a political aspect to demon belief. 54% of Republicans believe in demons versus only 34% of Democrats in the
That makes
YouGov
sense.
survey from
Yeah.
2019.
It's a fear thing, I think.
She's a demon.
Well, that could definitely be religiosity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Republicans are far more likely to be religious than Democrats, so I think that probably is. What'd you say it was from?
Fear.
What do you mean?
Republicans are scientifically proven to be more fearful of things.
That's true.
People on the right.
They're
In general.
amygdala dominated.
Yeah.
Dominant.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Way to just classify.
Hey, that's
It's been studied. It's not. I'm not making a judgment.
Oh my God.
a little bit.
I'm afraid of plenty of things.
That's true.
Oh,
What are you
here
most
come
afraid of? What's your biggest
I know.
fear?
Snails.
You mean those things you could easily crush under your foot?
The things that
That's your
people
biggest
eat.
fear.
Ugh.
You see what-
I guess it's not fear.
No,
You
I
wanna eat
just.
one?
It's more of a icky.
Yeah.
What are you really afraid of? Like
Oh my
sharks?
gosh.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm
This
not
dirty
afraid of
ass
sharks.
cat just got on the table.
He did. He's covered in
Filthy
twigs and
dude.
leaves.
I'm not really afraid of any kind of animals.
Ghosts. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm afraid of the ocean, not because of the animals in it, but because of the actual ocean.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I would never scuba dive
Never.
or go in tunnels
Kitty.
or caves.
Caves underwater is a horrific.
Yes.
You're just asking
Absolutely
for that.
not.
Yeah. That's a death wish.
Yeah.
right there.
And going in like anywhere where you have to crawl through a very small hole.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely
bad
not.
idea.
What if I swell up once I'm in there? And I can't
There you
get
go.
out?
There you go. Remember that seriously that story
Yeah,
from
I
don't
never-
know, 3 or 4 years ago where that guy was going
In
cave-
Thailand? Oh.
No, it wasn't Thailand. It was in the United States, and he went through a very narrow aperture, and he was slightly downward, and he got stuck at his hips, and they couldn't get him out again. He died from the pressure because it was just a slight downward angle.
Yeah.
He died within hours, within
Scary.
several hours. I mean, and there were people there. They were trying to rescue him the whole time. Didn't help.
Yeah.
This is the
see?
movie The Descent.
No small
That too.
spaces for me.
Okay, so we got small spaces.
Halloween.
We got underwater caves. All right, all right. So,
Yet I'm not claustrophobic.
no, interesting.
But underwater, I am.
Yeah.
Sure. So Republicans generally were more likely to believe in supernatural beings, generally speaking, which is a little bit surprising. The demonology thing doesn't surprise me at all, but overall, you don't think of there being a political aspect just to supernatural beliefs. And I guess there's not. It was actually pretty
No,
close. So
yeah.
I shouldn't overstate that. But in terms of demons specifically, yes, very much a
Yeah.
political.
And I'm sure it's religion.
Yeah. 46% also believed in, quote, other supernatural beings, which is just worthless. It's way too much of a
Mothman?
catch-all to
Ghosts
anything.
and spirits. I'm
It doesn't
sure.
make any sense. It's just a
Vibes.
stupid question. So,
Bigfoot. I guess
apparently,
he's not supernatural.
Not really.
apparently the question cited aliens as an example of this.
Really?
But unless that
Girl.
was really clear in the question, people could have been thinking of whatever, werewolves or angels or whatever. So pretty worthless question. But let's go back to politics. Republicans may also take a cue from their favorite president
Oh God.
in
What?
things
Reagan?
thinks supernatural. Oh no, their favorite president. That'd be Donald Trump. They certainly do in conspiracy theories, right? A lot of Republicans have become much, and conservatives generally are much more likely than liberals and Democrats to believe in conspiracy theories right
Yes.
now. That wouldn't have been true in the 60s or 70s, but things have changed.
QAnon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
President Trump, he was interviewed by George Stephanopoulos of ABC News back when that tic-tac-toe video from the Navy was making the rounds. This
Yeah.
was in 2019. Which we covered in episode 119.
The
I
famous.
actually looked it up. People, give me a round of applause. I looked up
No.
for the first time I've looked up an episode.
Yeah, good for you. But also, the tic tac toe.
I'm sorry, tic-tac video. I remember it's shaped basically
Yeah.
vaguely like a tic-tac.
Tic tac.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you say
Not a bunch of
tic-tac-toe.
X's and O's on a
Bitch, if
grid.
you don't.
I was just going to cut out the word toe from the.
Yeah.
Thanks,
and
Karen.
then you'd say, Carrie, how come you didn't make fun of that?
Well, I'm glad you did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tic tac
So-
toe.
Here is what Trump said to a question from Stephanopoulos on UFOs. Quote, I think it's probably, I want them to think whatever they think. They do say, and I've seen, and I've read, and I've heard, and I did have one very brief meeting on it. But people are saying they're seeing UFOs. End quote.
This man.
I mean, Jesus.
You guys, how can you listen to him?
That's so comforting to know he's in charge of everything, isn't it?
Oh my
Honestly,
God, I want to die.
I know it's silly, but that is a good example of his standard rhetorical tactic. That is this illiterate word salad mishmash that could be interpreted however
Yeah.
anyone who's listening wants to interpret
Yeah.
it as. And he can pretend, also more importantly, he can pretend it means anything he wants it means, and he can change the alleged intent after the fact, depending on which way the political winds blow, right? So if he gets into hot water for saying something, "Hey, I didn't mean that," he does it all the time, or I was joking. He's the master of that nonsense, flexible answer or assertion that can be molded after the fact to avoid any controversy or allows him to avoid taking any kind of a stand whatsoever.
I think that's just a happy byproduct.
I was
I
just
don't
about
think
to
he
say
does that
I-
intentionally.
He's not
He's
smart
not
enough.
that smart.
I do think there's a little of both.
No.
Obviously, we know he's not. You know, he's a fourth grader's vocabulary, and he's never been able to speak a coherent sentence. But I also think he's at least maybe it's a learned trait where he's seen over time. It's
Probably.
allowed him to avoid it, and by now in 2020, I do think it's often intentional.
I don't. And you know
Yeah,
what else? I don't
maybe.
think he has I don't think he has a vague notion of anything. I don't think he has opinions on anything other than how hot some lady is or
And money.
how much the stock market is going up or down.
No, but he's aware of what opinions to pretend to have to
Yeah.
benefit him politically. He's very aware of that.
Yeah, but
That's
he
true.
doesn't always do that correctly either.
No, he doesn't. You think they're wrong, but mostly he's able to pretend he's religious, and we all know he's not. For example,
Yeah.
he's able to pretend he cares about abortion or gun control. He absolutely doesn't care about those
Okay,
things.
he isn't really able to pretend he's religious because anybody
Carrie,
could tell the man is
Bible-
not religious.
he's-
Bible
he
that-
does enough.
Yeah.
He stands in front of a church in D.C. with a
I know.
Bible,
I
looking at it
know, Dean.
awkwardly, holding it like he's never held a Bible in his life, which he had not.
Yeah.
That's
And when he tries to name a Bible verse, he
Oh, no.
gets it wrong.
yeah,
So
he says it wrong.
that's what I mean. So, no, people who really know the Bible know Trump has never cracked a Bible.
And all politicians do that kind of evasiveness, but he's become a master
Sure.
of it and does it much more and more dishonestly too, because he really, he
Yeah.
always says, I say it like I think, and that's the exact opposite of the truth. He says things in such a way to have plausible deniability for almost anything he says. Anyway, we're digressing.
You yell.
You're very.
Respondents to that general question attributed to aliens apparently did not mean vampires, though, is one of those other things.
Good.
Because YouGov did ask vampires separately. Do you believe in vampires? What do you think?
Because a lot of people do. There's a whole community of vampires.
How many Americans, what percentage of Americans do you think believe in vampires?
Something like
As real
maybe-
things.
12.
I'm going to say 15.
You guys are both close. Carrie wins 13%.
Yeah, I think it's pretty low.
Still
She
13%.
priced it right
I
in.
know.
Believe that
I
physically
know.
in real life there are vampires out there.
Yeah.
I got
You're right. It's
prices
low,
right.
quote unquote, but it's shocking.
It's a lot of people. Yeah.
It is a lot.
That 2009 Pew poll found that 65% of Americans believe in the supernatural, just very generally, and they cited things like reincarnation, spiritual energy, spiritual yoga, evil eyes, astrology, communicating with the dead, consulting psychics, or having ghostly encounters.
Yeah. What was the percentage of that?
65.
Yeah. I don't,
But that's
yeah.
pretty useless, though. It's such a catch-all. It's just not
Yeah.
very useful. Chapman University in Orange County, California, they do an annual survey called the Survey of American Fears. And so they asked some of these questions like that. And the most recent one, actually from the data from 2018, that was published in 2019. I guess they've done their 2019, but they haven't. I looked for it on their website, and they haven't apparently have not published it yet. But
Publish it. Give it to us.
the 2018 survey showed that 58% of Americans believe places can be haunted by spirits,
Yeah.
which it's a little more
58?
inclusive than ghosts.
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
a little more than that, but still, it kind of indicates a belief in ghosts, and that's a pretty high number, higher than
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
YouGov number came out with. More frightening, though, than ghosts is how many of these same respondents believe in just, I'm just going to say it outright, nonsense. 57% believe that ancient civilizations such as Atlantis once really did exist.
Oh, what?
I mean, even
Yeah,
Plato.
Plato did not intend for you to take it literally. All you people who believe in Atlantis, stop.
Also,
Yeah.
people didn't live in that cave either, you guys.
No.
Nobody thought the cave was the world.
It's a metaphor. Atlantis was a device for a dialectic. Damn it. Dialectic? I don't know.
I don't know.
And this may not be just strictly Atlantis, I guess, depending on the responder interpretation, right? Right? How do they interpret that? Atlantis and others? I'm not sure, but still, it's pretty terrifying. 41% believe that aliens have visited Earth in ancient times.
Ancient aliens.
Exactly. That's exactly what's going on here.
That one guy with the crazy hair.
directly from it's directly from that TV show and others like it.
Yeah.
That posit the whole and books going back even before that TV show, which I think is just called Ancient Aliens, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
It's been around for forever.
It's
Too
your
long.
your nemesis.
Needs to go.
Well, it's just
terrible.
we've been trained by now years of uncritical, evidence-free, these deceitful
Yep.
shows like Ancient Aliens that they've trained us to gobble up profit-motivated lies completely uncritically. And I want to stress that because, you think of these people, they're fighting the good fight and they really believe it. And back in the day, I'm sure there was lots of those people, when most people didn't believe this shit. There's
Yeah.
lots of people who they really believed it in their heart of hearts and they were genuine and they were real and they were trying to get the word out.
And
Now,
crazy.
it's just a cottage industry. Most of the people on these shows are doing it for one thing only, that's cash. Pure
like
and simple.
homeopathy.
It's a great way to make money is to pretend you believe in some kind of bullshit thing. There's an audience out there for it. You don't have to have that big of an audience on basic cable to make a shit ton of money from these kinds of shows. And they do. That's why they're evil. Honestly, I could handle it if they just really, truly believed it. And, let's have a debate. Let's talk about it. I respect that. But they're not like that. They're frauds. And sue me because you're a piece of shit. So
Whoa.
35%.
He didn't name any names.
I didn't. Ancient
And if
Aliens.
so-
All the people involved in Ancient Aliens, you are frauds.
Oh, that's
scam
true.
artists. 35% of people believe aliens are visiting nowadays, which is interesting. So less people believe they're visiting now, slightly, than have believed than visited in ancient times. Again, I would attribute that to.
Because we don't have any evidence now.
Yeah, we do that
kidding me?
tic-tac-toe video.
We have
Wow.
thousands and thousands of UFO sightings. If anything,
But
we
how
have
come they're
much
not?
more
How come they're not doing things now, like setting up Stonehenges and Easter Island statues and and pyramids and all the things that we think the ancient aliens did? There's plenty of space available. Come build some more stuff for us.
Bitch, where? In
Today's
Antarctica?
offering. Hey,
Sure.
aliens, if you're listening, we'll make room for you to do another
We,
Stonehenge.
we got a big
All day
old
long.
Sahara Desert and
Yeah.
Death Valley.
Shit, yeah. Okay.
Here?
That's actually a fragile ecosystem, Carrie. Let them.
They could pop up a big,
Pop up a big. Go on. Finish that sentence.
rock pyramid.
Okay.
It's not
Oh
going to
my
hurt
rock.
the Death Valley.
How do you know, Miss Ecologist Carrie? Oh, well.
Only you'll be glad to
I
hear
do
this
have a
one.
degree that has the word ecology in it.
Yeah, that's weird.
You watch it.
Only 17% of people believe in fortune tellers. That's kind of good, I guess. So
Ooh.
there's that.
Are you going to talk about what I think you're going to talk about?
No, probably not.
Okay.
But 26%,
Zoltar.
26% believe in psychokinesis.
What?
The ability to move matter with your mind. 21% believe that Bigfoot is real. So here's the thing: when you combine, so Chapman asked 7 questions of these various beliefs, and about 34% of respondents believed in 4 or more of them, 4 of the 7, and about 46% of respondents believed in 3 or more, which is weird because they didn't show any crosstabs or do any cluster analysis, at least that I saw, but it implies that these beliefs are a little bit are separate, or fairly separate.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Which is surprising, and I've seen elsewhere that belief in supernatural things actually kind of hang together. But these are pretty disparate, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bigfoot is very different
Yeah.
from ancient aliens.
Very different, yeah.
And
So
ghosts.
maybe that's why, I guess.
Maybe Bigfoot is an alien.
Oh, that's a widespread theory within
Is it
the
really?
lore. Absolutely.
Huh. Could be.
Because when you can't find something for decade after decade after decade,
Yep.
and the places where it could be found are smaller and
Yeah.
smaller and smaller, you get a little desperate. So then you think,
Yep.
well, he could, he's an
Zip
alien,
up
or
in his
he's an
spaceship.
apparition, or he's a alternate dimension, something like that. There's all
Oh my goodness.
Shapeshifter.
shapeshifter. Sure, why not? Why not?
Bigfoot lives in the 5th dimension.
The two
Yeah.
alien beliefs, I'm sure, hang together, but the others are different enough where I think similar supernatural beliefs probably do cluster very tightly. And one of the key findings from the Chapman is what I alluded to earlier, is that supernatural beliefs are clearly increasing. So from 2016, over 16 to 18, 11% more of us believe in spirit hauntings. Something like 17% more believe in ancient aliens. So we're getting more likely to believe in these supernatural items than we used to.
Very superstitious.
Ooh, it's going. Music cue. So these are scary times, but not because ghosts are in a miss. It's because people believe in a lot of bullshit. By the way, belief in ghosts is fairly similar in the United Kingdom. It's a bit lower than in the U.S., according to one poll I found. And in Sweden, it's a little bit lower still. Less likely to believe in ghosts in Sweden than in the UK or the US.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah.
There was literally one poll, though, and it was a little while ago. So
okay.
it's
Yeah.
not
You know
great data.
what? Honestly, I don't care if you believe in ghosts as long as you believe in vaccines.
I agree with
Yeah.
that wholeheartedly. You know what? You can even believe in ancient aliens.
Well, that's a little racist.
Why?
Because a lot of ancient alien theories,
yeah.
they theorize that,
Yes.
these people of color could not
Yes.
have absolutely
Exactly.
Zimbabwe
built
could not
that
have been
without
built by-
otherworldly.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
It's like, come on now.
As long as you believe in ancient aliens in a non-racist way, and then accept vaccines and get your children vaccinated, then go
Please.
for it. Knock yourself out. Have fun.
Please.
The explanations, I'll do this pretty briefly, but there's are we so likely to believe in ghosts? Some people say fear of dying, fear of their mortality. It's it's a belief. Ghosts imply an afterlife, and that's comforting.
I think it's just a human brain.
Okay.
The human brain, it likes to fill in. Fill in when it has a bunch of things it doesn't really know what to do with. It likes to fill in, and ghosts
Yep.
kind of are
Well,
convenient explanation
That's
for
a
a
good
lot
one.
of things.
There is this idea, some people say it's a misinterpretation of natural
Yeah.
phenomena.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
noises
exactly.
and sound or a movement and things like that.
Sights in your peripheral.
Proclivity to find patterns where they're
Yes.
not there. It could be this intentional blindness. You've heard about the whole gorilla thing where they had an experiment where they had respondents count the number of times these people were passing around a basketball. So they're supposed to concentrate on
Oh,
the
yes.
basketball, and a man in a gorilla suit walks right to the
Oh,
middle
yes,
of it
yes, yes, yes.
slowly, and like half the respondents did not see the
Yeah.
guy in the gorilla suit because where intentional blindness comes from. They were so
Focus.
absorbed in it. So some people think that you get absorbed in something, you're whatever, thinking, reading, whatever, and you don't see who shut the window or realize someone else or something natural could have made that noise.
Yeah.
So there's something like that causing a lot of these incidences of alleged or seeming ghost
Yeah.
visitations.
Yeah.
Also, lots of sounds.
Was it pareidolia?
Pareidolia.
Pareidolia, sorry. That's the
Close
seeing
enough.
faces and human shapes where there are none. I mean, that's an obvious
Yeah.
one. And then,
Yeah.
of course, sleep paralysis.
Oh, God, I'm scared.
Yep.
30 to 40% of us have had sleep paralysis. And that's absolutely, if you don't
Horrifying.
understand sleep paralysis, you're 100% convinced.
And even if you
were
do.
visited by a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've had it twice. and it
Mine was a witch.
horrifying. Yours was a witch.
Very Halloween.
Mine was just an
Yes.
intruder.
Mine was just a
Whoa.
dog.
I don't think I thought of it really as a ghost. I thought of it as a person, a corporeal
Oh, yeah.
intruder.
Mine was not a ghost.
Well,
Mine
a lot of
was
people.
a witch.
This is a witch. A lot of people think of them as ghosts.
Yeah.
So we'll leave this with a
Or
quote,
demons.
which comes pretty close to I think my own sense of it. Is from Marie-Anne de Vichy-Chambrand,
Oh, nice.
the Marquise du Dauphin.
That's a lot.
She was a prominent 18th century French noblewoman. When she was asked about her belief in ghosts, she said, quote, "Do I believe in ghosts? No, but I'm afraid of them."
And then she got beheaded.
She may have. I don't know. I don't think so. So that's kind of, I don't believe in ghosts. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm in that 54% that does not, or actually 40% that does not, because 16%, remember, didn't know.
Yeah, that's
but, I'm very open-minded about them, and I absolutely have been afraid of them at times, 100%.
Same. I was going to say, I don't think I believe in them either, but they still scare me.
Yeah. You can work yourself up. Like if you watch Slenderman videos, for instance.
Yeah, honestly, though, yeah. I mean, like, a lot of the unknown, fear of the unknown, spooky,
Yeah.
spooky.
Absolutely.
And I'm less afraid of them. I would be the one to try to talk to them.
Oh,
It
I'd
depends.
probably
Try to
talk
help them and
No,
try to
I'm not that
reason
white
with
person.
them.
You
I
guys,
Yeah,
this
I-
is the Evil Dead.
I
I'm not
am.
going to do that. I'm not going into the basement. I'm not going to the attic. I'm not opening that ugly book that looks like it was used with skin. I'm leaving.
You know, I probably wouldn't go into the basement, but if they were on like, just I met them in the hall, I probably wouldn't turn around and run either. I would go, okay, let's call a truce.
You guys.
We agreed that if you can touch me, I can touch you, and vice versa. Yes or no?
What?
Agreed. Because
That sounded really
you
creepy.
can hurt me.
Getting consent up front there.
I'm getting consent for the
You know
ghost.
what? That's true.
No, I mean, as long as
I
it
know
can't
what you
hurt
mean.
me. Like if like a ghost went through you, like that happens, I'm no longer afraid of that ghost at all. Why was
Yeah.
I don't think I would be anyway. Maybe I
I'm
would.
still going to be
I don't know,
spooked.
maybe it hurts when they go through you.
No, I didn't think
We
about
always
that.
see people gasp and,
It just gets real cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
I don't
It's cold.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be just unsettled with the concept of an otherworldly presence, unless it was like explicitly benevolent,
Unless it
like
was my,
Casper, like in Casper and her mom.
yeah, or my grandma Polly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good. Yeah, if you know
Yeah.
the ghost and they're friendly, Casper, aka
Mm-hmm.
Casper, I don't know what the hell that meant, but yeah,
In the movie Casper, her mom is a ghost, and she's really nice and glittery
Oh, okay, no, that,
and comforting.
Yeah.
that was from like the '80s, right?
90s, I believe.
Yeah.
Christina Ricci.
It's a true story, by the
Devon
way.
Sawa.
True story. Wendy became a sex worker later on. It's really sad, actually.
You know what?
Who's Wendy?
Casper's friend, wasn't it?
Oh, from the old comics.
From the show.
That wasn't in the movie.
No.
I didn't.
They
see
don't
the
have that
movie. Did I
character.
see the
No.
movie? They don't have Wendy in the Casper movie.
No.
No,
What the hell
it's
happened to this world?
different.
That's
Yeah.
so wrong.
It's very different.
So that's belief in ghosts.
Thanks, Dean.
You're
That
welcome.
was the
Interesting.
longest word bit ever.
I know.
By far. That was unintentionally a long word bit. But I hope
really?
you enjoyed
Maybe-
it.
maybe
On
we'll chop it
Halloween,
up.
If you're listening to it right now and it's Halloween,
Don't trick or treat, you
And-
creeper.
don't and turn on the light before you walk up the stairway.
Yeah.
Was that your scary voice?
Yes. I
Or
was-
don't. And
Light-
scare yourself.
light went out. I had to walk up the stairs. I was nervous.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Also, don't get scared by your younger sister in a roly-poly-oly
That's true.
costume.
That's also scary. Okay, well, hope you enjoy that. I think actually we're going to have another weird bit up tonight.
What?
It's our first fiction foray here at Weird World. So we're going to have two for you here. And then we're pretty much done with Halloween, except our next one is likely also going to be kind of Halloween-esque. You'll see next time. All right? Until then,
Thanks for listening.
yes.
Bye.
Goodbye.